In vacuum, the velocity of light rays of all frequencies is same. Now we have seen the electromagnetic spectrum, and we know that the light is a form of electromagnetic radiation. And in that we had the various radiations, and each of them had got different wavelengths. So if the light rays are traveling through vacuum, that is, there is no material medium, in that case we find that all light rays will travel with same velocity irrespective of whatever their frequencies are. So in vacuum, the velocity of light rays of all the frequencies, all different frequencies will be same. But the velocity of light in a medium depends on the frequency of light, and thus different colors travel with different velocity. Now, what does this statement tell us? That now if the light rays are traveling through any material medium like air or any other medium, in that case, the velocity of the light of different colors will depend upon the frequency of those colors. Now we have seen that when a white ray of white light passes through a prism, then it comes out in the form of 7 colors. Let us talk about visible light, because we are studying dispersion. So we will take into account only the visible spectrum over here. Even the visible spectrum, we have 7 colors are there, and the wavelength for red light is maximum, whereas violet light has got minimum wavelength of 400 nanometers. We have even studied the relationship between wavelength and frequency. They both are inversely proportional to one another. Accordingly, red light, because it has got maximum wavelength, will have minimum frequency, whereas violet light has got minimum wavelength and will have maximum frequency. So here we are trying to say that the velocity of light in a medium depends on the frequency of light, and thus different colors travel with different velocities. Now because all these colors have got different wavelengths, and they will have different frequencies, the velocity with which they will travel will also be different. Accordingly, if we observe here, the very first color to come out is red color. This indicates that the speed of red color is maximum, whereas the last color that comes out is violet. Hence, it indicates that the speed of the violet light is going to be minimum. The refractive index of a medium is different for different colors. This is also very important. The refractive index is the light bending ability. Over here, we have studied refractive index, that is light bending ability of any medium, is different for different colors. So how is it related to wavelength? So refractive index is inversely proportional to wavelength. So we have refractive index inversely proportional to wavelength. So accordingly, the refractive index for red light is going to be minimum, whereas the refractive index for violet light will be maximum. Now how is it evident from here? We find that the bending of red light is minimum, and this is because the refractive index for red light is least, whereas the bending of violet light is maximum because the refractive index for violet light is maximum. So this indicates that refractive index is inversely proportional to wavelength. Since red light has maximum wavelength, refractive index is least, so it bends red light the least. But in case of violet light, we find that the wavelength is least, that is 400 nanometers. Hence, refractive index will be highest, and hence we find that the bending of violet light is maximum in this visible spectrum. Thus, even when white light enters a single medium like glass, the angles of refraction are different for different colors. Now let us try to understand this, that how the angles of refraction will be different for different colors. So here again, white light is made to pass through a glass prism and it emerges in the form of a spectrum of 7 colors. So here we have the 7 colors, and we know that the wavelength for red light is maximum, that is 700. Wavelength and frequency are inversely related, and hence red color will have least frequency. Similarly, we have even studied the relationship between wavelength and refractive index, which are also inversely proportional. So since red color has got maximum wavelength, it will have least refractive index, and this is evident from the least bending of red light. Refractive index is the light bending ability, and we find that the bending of red light is minimum, which indicates that the refractive index of red color is also least among all other colors. Hence, we find that the angle of refraction for red light will be slightly lesser as compared to violet light. Let us take up violet color now. We know that the wavelength for violet color is least 400 nanometers. Accordingly, how will it be related to the frequency? Inversely. So if wavelength is least, in that case frequency will be highest. Another thing, how is it related to refractive index? So refractive index and wavelength again inversely proportional. So refractive index for violet light will be maximum, and this is evident from the maximum bending of the violet light. So we find that the angles of refraction are different for different colors, and for red light it will be slightly lesser than violet light. So the angle of refraction for violet will be maximum, whereas for red it will be minimum. So the white light coming from sun through air enters any refractive medium. It emerges as a spectrum of 7 colors. The band of colored components of light beam is called spectrum. So this is called as a spectrum. The process of separation of light into its component colors when passing through a medium is called as dispersion of light. So this phenomena of splitting up of the light, or the separation of white light into its component colors. So we come to know from here that white light is made out of 7 colors. So the process of separation of light into component colors while passing through a medium is called dispersion of light.